Hey, what's up guys, it's Boy123 Jim and I've been wanting to make this video since I made the brand split breaking news video earlier today. I wanted to talk about the future brand split we're gonna have in the week of July 19th. And honestly, the pros and cons is what I want to talk about. This idea was actually made by one of my subscribers in the comments below in the brand split video that I made. Now, I have my notes, and I'm gonna read it to you guys. It's called WWE Brand Split: The Good and the Bad. So, without further ado, let's get into the pros and cons of the future WWE Brand Split. Alright, so the brand split, right? The good and the bad. So, let's go with the pros. As you can see, I listed them shits right there on the screen. Alright, the pros. There's one pro, the variety of matches. Meaning where we'll have new matches, you know, people will compete, new people will compete against each other. Like, you know, we won't see fucking, for example, I don't know, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins maybe, or Ambrose and Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose and blah, or Roman Reigns versus blah, Dolph Ziggler versus someone, like, you know, something like that. Like a variety of matches. With the brand splits, the roster will be split in half. There will be like new matches, not like new match types, but new matches where new competitors will face each other. Like for example, Cena versus Apollo Crews. You know, that could happen. You know, shit like that. Kevin Owens versus Apollo Crews. I don't think that ever happened on the main roster yet. So, you know, for example, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna go with the con. Monday Night Raw being 3 hours. Now, obviously there's more pros than cons to what I can think of. But yeah, Monday Night Raw being 3 hours with the roster being split. Like I've heard from a lot of people. I'll just name two people right now. You know, Graves Toy Show, JD from New York, for example. You know, saying how the fuck you gonna fill 3 hours with people like R-Truth and Goldust and Zongo or shit like that. Yeah, how you gonna fill up those 3 hours of Raw? You know, I mean, you can't have good guys on one show, then the other show is shit. You know, you just can't. That's why in my uterus mode, I kind of, you know, I did it split. Like I have people like Lesnar and Batista, you know, people with huge names on Smackdown because, you know, they're basically Monday Night Raw type of guys. So I would put half big name guys on one show and then half big name guys on the other. I don't know how that's gonna work in real life. It worked out for me, you know. I had tremendous matches in my uterus mode. Hopefully this can work. But yeah, 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. Holy shit! And it's not gonna change. It's unless fucking USA Network or NBC is gonna be like, all right, we're gonna you know we're gonna fuck up the contract or some shit. We're gonna end it and we're gonna make Raw 2 hours again. Or they can do what I said earlier in my brand split video. They can have 2 hours of action on Raw and then 1 hour. I don't know if they're allowed to do this or not. Like I said earlier, you know, or yesterday I should say, 1 hour of recap and interviews. The fallout hour of Monday Night Raw of the 3 hours. They can do shit like that. But yeah, Raw being 3 hours, that is a con. Alright, let's go to the pros. On pay-per-view weekend, 8 hours of WWE TV. Meaning, you have 3 hours or 3 hours plus pay-per-view. Then you have 3 hours and 15 minutes of Monday Night Raw. Then you have 2 hours of live Tuesday Night Smackdown. And how many hours is all that together? 8. Alright, 8 fucking hours. Now, I can do it. No, actually, it's 9 hours because of NXT on Wednesday. So 9 hours, I should say, 9 hours of WWE TV on the pay-per-view weekend. I can do it. I don't know if y'all can. I can. I love Because that'll give me a reason to watch TV the next fucking day. After 3 days of watching wrestling, I don't watch TV for the rest of the week. Unless it's pay-per-view week, then I watch it. I watch Monday Night Raw. I watch TNA on Tuesday, but wait, after July 19th, I don't have to do that no more. And then Wednesday night will be NXT, and then I stop watching TV until Monday night. That's what I basically do. So, yeah, man. 8 out. It's a pro. That is seriously a pro. But also, it's a con. Because for those who can barely keep up already, then yeah, that's gonna be a lot. I'm just not looking out for you guys. I mean, I'm just not looking out for me. I'm looking out for everyone. I'm trying to look at it at other people's perspective. So yeah, it's pro and a con. Another pro, maybe the cruiserweight division can return. You know, maybe put the cruiserweight on Smackdown and put the women's on Raw. If they're gonna do that, okay, all right. Love to see the cruiserweight championship come back. Maybe create a new one, not bring back the old one. Create a new cruiserweight championship. Make sure it's nothing like the WWE World Championship or any part of it at all. I don't want to see people have their own championship with the side plates. I really hate that. You know, I really do. I don't know why. I really do hate that. But yeah, the cruiserweight division can return into the brand split. Maybe it could work. Maybe not. Yeah. Alright, a con here. The variety of matches will be gone too soon. Meaning that, you know, for example, Apollo Crews fights Sheamus for the first time, right? And after, like, the next week or so, if something happened, then they might have a rematch the next week. Even though we already fucking seen it the previous week. Shit like that. Or, like, they start doing a lot of new matches so fast. And they do too much, and then after, yeah, it will lose variety, and then, yeah, nothing will be new. Nothing much will be new. The only way things will be new if the storyline is that intriguing that you barely care about, that you saw these guys fight before, or someone gets traded to one show. So yeah, that's what I think. I believe that's a con. Yeah. Since SmackDown is going to be live TV, well, it kind of gives us a reason to watch SmackDown. That's also a pro in WWE brand split, the good and bad. SmackDown, since it's being live, it'll give us a reason to watch it. Not because it's live, you know. They could do live TV, it could still be the same shit, the same format like before. But live TV, Mauro Ranaldo will be commentating live, and the fans will be live and real, not fucking cheering Roman Reigns and small boos. No, legit cheers. So yeah, yeah, it'll give us a reason. It'll give us more of a reason to watch SmackDown. I guarantee, for the past over a decade, people barely watch SmackDown. You know, ever since good people like Angle, Lesnar, before he came back in 2012, people like that left. You know, people started to lose interest in SmackDown, and then after 2005, I'm pretty sure people stopped watching after that. So it would kind of give us a reason to watch SmackDown since it's live. You know, because they might have some guys that you want to see, but you only get to see them on Tuesday nights, not Monday nights. At least Tuesday night is legit less than 24 hours. You know, like the SmackDown show will be less than 24 hours than Monday Night Raw. So yeah, it'll give us a reason to watch SmackDown in this brand split. Now, I could be babbling on and not make any fucking sense, or I'm making somewhat sense, and I'm good to listen. I don't fucking know. Look, the next con would have to be NXT roster could suffer from the brand split, meaning, I mean, there's barely people in the in fucking NXT now. I mean, we have A-Double, we got Shinsuke, we got Baylor, Samoa Joe, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny. No, I don't think these guys are. I don't think Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano is there. I don't know if they're there. The new tag team, I forgot their name. It's just with a TM numbers. That team that debuted last week. yeah, them. We got Nia Jax, Bailey. I think Bailey's gonna be up by SummerSlam time. That's when Bailey's gonna be up by the main roster. I'm guaranteeing that. Uh, we have uh, Alexa Bliss, Carmella. I don't know why she's down there, and like I said, Nia Jax and so little people. But we have people debuting. I don't know how it's gonna work. Bobby Roode, please stay on NXT. Please, we need you, bro. We need people like you with the big name to come and like freaking be in NXT for a while. James Storm, stop being a fucking hard-headed asshole. Come to NXT because you're fucking up in TNA. I'm not saying that because TNA is dying and shit. No, because everybody's leaving. Velvet Sky left. Bobby Roode, Eric Young, fucking. A lot of people have fucking left. Watch EC3 leave. I'll give EC3 about 2-3 years before he leaves TNA, guaranteed. So yeah, NXT roster will suffer because they might bring up guys like Baylor and Joe and more people, Bailey for example, and you know shit like that. They could bring them up eventually. So NXT roster is gonna suffer. All right, here is a pro. Smackdown will gain views because it's 2 hours. Since Raw is going to be 3 hours still during this freaking brand split, I guarantee you SmackDown might have a chance of gaining more viewers than Monday Night Raw. Meaning because, no, and I mean for those 2 hours, not just 1 hour getting a lot of views and then the other hour they slack. No, I mean maybe both 2 hours gain a lot of views because they're fucking, it's live TV, alright? And you're gonna see guys that you want to see, right? Raw, 3 hours, for God's sakes. I mean, I want to see this brand split. I don't want to be like, oh, they should do this, they should do that in a way. Like, there's some things I want to say that, but not like how, you know, like people like Tubby Emo suggesting how the draft should be like the NFL, the NFL draft or NBA or some shit like that, you know, where Stephanie or Shane or whoever's in charge of one show and the other will come out and they'll be like, alright, I pick Roman Reigns, and then someone else comes out, I pick John Cena, and blah blah blah. Shit like that. I don't want to say stuff like that. I just want to see how WWE is going to do it their way. I just hope they don't fuck it up. I just hope that it will have intrigue. We'll all be interested, and it'll be something to be like, okay, WWE, I see you. You're doing good. You're not fucking up. You know, you fucked up years ago, but you're doing good now. You know, shit like that. But yeah, SmackDown gain viewers. Yeah, I see that happening. All right, Khan. I think this is the last one. Khan. 3 hours of Monday Night Raw will lose viewers. That is it. Yeah, Monday Night Raw could lose a lot of viewers for still being 3 hours. Think about it. SmackDown is just 2 hours. That's the 2 hours that everybody's been begging. And guess what? They're gonna watch SmackDown. I mean, come on. If you're a 2 hour guy, there you go. SmackDown's your shit. Unless, if they put SmackDown 3 hours, that is death. I'm sorry. And I do agree with people. This is just my thoughts now. I do agree with people that Raw should be fucking 2 hours. Why? Mainly because, well, in my opinion, Raw being 3 hours, it feels like I'm watching a free pay-per-view. You know, like when you watch Extreme Rules or Payback or anything that's not WrestleMania, not SummerSlam, not Survivor Series, even though Survivor Series has been shit lately, and you know maybe the Royal Rumble also. You know, a 3 hour format. I mean, come on. It feels like I'm watching a pay-per-view every Monday night, because that's sort of 3 hours was normally the pay-per-view time, and now you know Raw being 3 hours. It's like, come on. 3 hours on Raw, and then 3 hours on the fucking pay-per-view, and then 3 hours the next night. Oh my god, I can't. Like, you know, like seriously, Raw being, if WWE could come to a ground with NBC or USA Network, you know, hey, can we make it 2 hours? Can we format it in a way where we can still make it 3 hours, but you know, it won't be exhausting like it was before. Maybe, you know, 2 hours of action like we normally do, and then after the third hour, Fallout hour, you know, where we have, you know, the interviews, the panels, the fucking recap and all that shit. You know, stuff like that. They can do that. I don't think that's gonna be fucking up the contract. I don't think that's gonna be against the contract in a way. It's not like the I'm pretty sure the contract that does not say. I assume, you know, oh, you have to have 3 hours of action. You cannot do recap. You cannot do shit. Cannot like shit like that. I don't think so. But yeah, and well, at the championships, you know, I don't want to start on that because I feel like you know maybe U.S. title. I feel like the Intercontinental title means more than the U.S. title, obviously, because the Intercontinental title has more of a history. I don't know, because people like the Intercontinental title more than U.S. title. You see, like like the Intercontinental Championship had the best match of the night in this past pay-per-view, and U.S. title, well, it was decent because Rusev dominated and making Rusev look good. But yeah, honestly, championship, the two world titles, I don't know about that. I'm gonna be honest. I want to see two world championships. Maybe create a new championship, but then again, they just got rid of the world championship. I don't know how this gonna work. What do you guys think about my pros and cons? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, fucking sirens, ratchet ass neighborhoods. If you can't cook, like, whatever. Hit the like button, subscribe for more fun. To the app, go to the gym, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.